What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Wednesday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Today I'm going to be asking the question, which two of the three Liverpool players that contracts are up at the end of the season do Team Talk believe will stay, and who is the one that they believe is going to depart? On top of that, we're going to be talking about the Echo and their continued scaremongering of Liverpool fans, a little update on Harvey Elliott, and a few other bits and pieces around Trent Alexander-Arnold and the latest Liverpool news as we look towards the game coming up at the weekend against Chelsea. Just a reminder, it's a 4:30 kickoff on Sunday, and I'll be having my preview out for you guys on Thursday or Friday, taking you through my thoughts ahead of the game. So look, I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to get straight into it today. Positive update on Harvey Elliott. Dave O.C. Kopp has said that we expect to have him back and available for selection by the end of October, which is good, quite frankly. I mean, the more players we can get on the pitch, the better. The more options Arne Slot has, the better. And of course, we've missed Harvey Elliott, and the opportunities would have been there for him during a really busy time. So great to know we have Harvey Elliott back. Hopefully then, by the time we get back after the November international break, he'll have built back up his fitness and be ready for potential selection from Arne Slot. Next up though, a little bit on the Echo once again. So they put out a piece earlier on today that the gist of it was Darwin Núñez jeered by Uruguay fans, but they neglected one really important piece, as they often do these days. So was the rest of the Uruguayan team. Now, we've made a habit of calling out the Echo on this channel for various reasons over the last 6 to 12 months, but it isn't just us anymore. Anything Liverpool and many other accounts are now starting to see the scaremongering of Liverpool fans with stories that just simply have no substance to them a lot of the time. And I've nothing against anybody at the Echo. I don't know any of them personally, but I'm getting a bit fed up of it. They're resorting to stuff that us YouTubers would be called out for if we did it, and rightly so. So for me, I don't know who they're looking to support here, who they're looking to fight for, but they don't seem to be fighting for the Liverpool fans and the readers of their newspaper, if indeed there are many of those left. So look, I'm going to move on from it, but just a quick word on that, because honestly it's making my blood boil at this point, watching the negativity just roll out, video after video, update after update, article after article. It's just unnecessary, lads. It's completely unnecessary. A little bit on Mendy now. David Lynch was speaking, not with us, but he was speaking, and he was talking about the fact that Liverpool sources won't rule out the prospect of going and signing Martin Mendy in January. Now, of course, I'll be speaking with David Lynch tomorrow, and I'll be asking him for a bit more information on this, but it does tally what we've spoken about before. The important factor in all of this, though, is we've not yet, publicly at least, seen any indication from Martin Mendy that he is willing to change his mind. And if he does leave Real Sociedad, I'd like to think that we're in the box seat. I'd like to think we're the front runners. Yes, Manchester City are going to be there or thereabouts, but let's be honest. Could you realistically say to your client, your brother, your friend, go and sign for City with all the charges that are hanging over them? I wouldn't. I couldn't. But maybe his people could. I don't know. But for us, I think if he shows an indication he wants to move, much like David has said here on the channel, I don't think Liverpool would be against revisiting that situation. Next up, Liverpool are confident of keeping only 2 of their 3 stars, according to Team Talk. Now, obviously take this with a pinch of salt, as is anything about the contract updates until we get official word from the club. Always want to caveat with that. But the gist of this story from Team Talk is that they believe Liverpool will reach an agreement with Virgil van Dijk that will see him sign on and extend his stay at Liverpool, and that Liverpool are very keen to get that done. Brilliant. We'd all be more than happy with that one. Next up, they believe Liverpool will also get an agreement with Trent Alexander-Arnold. So again, if that's the case, and if that does happen, brilliant. We'd seen some reports yesterday suggesting that he was going to sign a £350,000 a week deal to become Liverpool's highest paid English player in the Premier League, actually, and highest paid player at the club alongside Mohamed Salah. But that expenditure, well, it may come at a cost, and that cost, according to Team Talk, is that Liverpool look like they're going to lose Mohamed Salah at the end of this campaign for free. I don't know what to say on this, but the fact that we're in this position alone is frustrating as a Liverpool fan, and the fact that we may lose one of these 3, because there is no upside to any of it. If you lost Trent, probably the most angry we'd all be, because he's 26, he's right into his prime, so that's unthinkable. But even Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, these are 2 stalwarts of this Liverpool team, 2 standard bearers, and the idea of losing either of them, particularly for free, it's galling. It boils my blood. So I'm going to ask the question once again, how did we get here? Most importantly though, I want to know, do you believe this story from Team Talk? Because at this point it is just conjecture and speculation. They say that that's what their sources are telling them. So I want to know how you guys feel about that. For me, and look, I'm going to speak about Trent Alexander-Arnold tonight on the video because there's been a report from Spain that's suggesting Real Madrid are going to ramp up their interest, and we'll talk through that tonight. But for now, I want to know how you guys feel about that. Potentially, Virgil van Dijk staying, Trent staying, Mohamed Salah leaving for free. That would mean that yet another star has departed the football club without us. The club, who are apparently really good at minding the pennies and pounds, would see no transfer fee yet again and lose somebody who it's going to cost over 100 million or thereabouts probably to even try to replace. There's no sense to it for me, folks, but look, I want to know how you're feeling about it. Next up, a little bit from our incoming goalkeeper, Giorgio Mamardashvili, who of course is going to be joining at the end of the season. I like these words from Mamardashvili. I don't think he means them in any type of disrespectful way, but this is what he's had to say. I will fight for the starting goalkeeper position, even if the current goalkeeper does not leave. That's exactly what I want to hear. Look, I'm sure he'll come in, work hard, train alongside Alisson Becker, be a thorough professional and do everything he needs to do. But that's the mindset I want from him coming in. I want to be the number one. I want to be the best in the world. And yes, Alisson in front of him is going to be a daunting task, but he will get his opportunities if he seizes them. You know, let the battle commence, as they say. Great words from Giorgio Mamardashvili, and most importantly, just great to know he's coming in. I'm still a little bit disappointed in how we've treated Caoimhín Kelleher in this situation. I think, you know, he's done no harm whatsoever when he's played for us, so I can understand if Caoimhín feels a little bit frustrated, but great news there from Giorgio Mamardashvili. Now, Real Madrid are confident that they're going to sign Trent in January, is one of the reports that I said I was touching on that I'm going to cover in more detail tonight. There is no chance, no way, and no how that Real Madrid are getting Trent Alexander-Arnold in January. It just is not going to happen. Obviously, as we sit here, I cannot rule out the summer situation until we have confirmation on exactly what's going to happen there. But they're not going to sell him in January. This story suggests that they might get him on the cheap. Again, it isn't going to happen. Liverpool will look at Trent and think that they are better hanging on to him, and if they lost him for free, so be it. They could not sell him halfway through the season, in Arne Slot's first season, when we're in a really good position at the minute. Doing well in the Champions League, currently top of the Premier League. We aren't going to want to lose Trent in January, even if it is for 10, 15, 20 million pounds. It isn't worth the loss. So I'd say whatever happens around Trent, we'll bring you guys the news on, but I wouldn't be concerned about losing him in January, because quite simply, my friends, it isn't going to happen. So that's it from me for now, but a reminder, I will be back tonight at 8:45. Hope to see you guys then. We'll go through all of these stories in more detail, and as always, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on them. Talk to you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.